Will Chelsea get to their third consecutive FA Cup final, or will Crystal Palace beat the Blues for the first time since October 2017? Watch until the end of this preview to hear all of my thoughts on tomorrow's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my preview for the match that will be taking place tomorrow afternoon at Wembley Stadium in the FA Cup semi-final between Chelsea and Crystal Palace, with kickoff at 4:30 p.m. UK time. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly, I'll run you through the Chelsea team news and only the Chelsea team news. I will then be giving you guys my lineup based on the team news that I'll be giving you guys very shortly. And lastly, I'll be giving you guys my score prediction. No twist this time. But anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into this preview. So we shall begin by taking a look at the Chelsea team news. And in the case of this preview, I only have one story for you guys in regards to the Chelsea first team, and it concerns Romelu Lukaku and Callum Hudson-Odoi, and this story explains that Romelu Lukaku could be fit for tomorrow's match, and I have to say that this is great timing because we do need as many players available as possible, because this will not be an easy game, and he is said to be potentially in contention after recovering from an Achilles problem that he suffered from recently. But yes, Romelu Lukaku could be back in contention for a place in the squad or in the starting 11 in tomorrow's semi-final against Crystal Palace. And that's great news because as well as the fact that we'll need all of our players, we don't want to see players going out with injuries. So it's good news for us if he is available for tomorrow's game. But yes, that's the first part. The second part explains that Callum Hudson-Odoi is still sidelined due to the leg injury and the back problem that he has been nursing recently. But yes, I mean, leg injury and back problems that he's been nursing recently. But yes, that is it for the Chelsea team news, and we shall now move on to my lineup based on the team news that I've just given you. Let's do it. Now I am going to run you guys through my lineup based on the team news that I've just given you. And yes, as always, we're going to begin by talking about my formation of choice. And in the case of this lineup, I have chosen to go with a 3-4-1-2, which is of course a variation of the 3-5-2. And the reason why I've chosen to go with this formation is because we have used it to great effect in our last two games. Yes, we did beat Southampton by 6-0. Yes, we did beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu by 3-2, although we didn't necessarily get the desired result in terms of the overall tie, but I still thought that the performance at the Bernabeu was absolutely immense. So for me, it's only right that we continue to use this formation and see where it takes us. But that's why I've chosen to go with this formation. In terms of the personnel I've decided to go with, I've gone with Edouard Mendy in goal. And yes, this is not me saying that Kepa is a bad goalkeeper, because he has improved massively this season, if you ask me. But for me, Edouard Mendy should be in the sticks for tomorrow's game because he is our number one goalkeeper. Yes, he has made a couple of mistakes recently, but he is still our number one goalkeeper. But having said that, if Kepa does start, and if there are any issues with Edouard Mendy that prevent him from starting tomorrow's game, I'd be happy to see Kepa start. And if he does start, I'd back him all the way, of course. But yes, I've gone with Edouard Mendy in goal. In terms of my back three, I've gone with Andreas Christensen in the right centre-back position. Yes, he was poor against Real Madrid in the first leg, but he was really good against Southampton. Yes, we didn't have too much defending to do in that game, but when we did have defending to do down our right-hand side, or down the side Christensen was stationed in, he did the job. So fair play to him. And we all know what qualities he possesses. He's really calm on the ball. He is quick, and I think we will need that against Crystal Palace tomorrow because they do have a lot of pace in their team and Christensen can deal with it. So that's why I've gone with him in this position. Hopefully he rectifies. I say rectifies. Hopefully he doesn't make any mistakes if he starts. But anyways, in terms of the centre of my back three, I've gone with Thiago Silva. Again, we all know where his qualities lie, and for me, he's been arguably our best defender this season. Um, and I thought he was really good against Real Madrid. Unlucky to he was unlucky. I mean, the entire defense was unlucky in the dying stages of that second leg, but um, he was unlucky, especially because um, he did not let too much get through um, the middle of that back three at all in the second leg. But yes, he needs to play this game because Crystal Palace will be coming at us. And we'll need someone of his quality in the centre of our back three, someone who can dictate and basically organise the rest of the defence, which is something that Thiago Silva possesses in spades. But yes, that's why I've gone with him in the centre of my back three. And what I'll also add is that not only has he been really good defensively, he's been really good in um, offensive situations as well, and has contributed to some goals this season. So or more. Uh, Let me rephrase that. He has contributed to quite a few goals this season. Um, so for me, he needs to be in the centre of that back three if we are to go with a back three. But if we don't, then that's another question. But anyways, I've gone with him in the centre of my back three. And now to complete my back three, I've gone with Antonio Rudiger in the left centre back position. And the reason why I've done so is because he's been absolutely brilliant this season, not just defensively, but offensively as well. Offensively, that is. Against Real Madrid, he was extremely good. He put in a really good performance. He dealt with the threats really well. He made some really good tackles and blocks, and he got a goal. So for me, he needs to play because I think against Crystal Palace, we'll need that. We'll need someone of his quality. We'll need his character in that back line. And as well as this, I think we might just need his ability to drive with the ball from deep because we just don't know how Crystal Palace um, may set up. Yes, they have been playing some brilliant attacking football recently, but they do have it in them to be really solid defensively as well. So I think we might just need Antonio Rudiger to go on some driving runs tomorrow if he does start. And I really do hope that made sense. But yes, that's why I've gone with Antonio Rudiger in the left centre back position. We move into the four just ahead of the three and behind the one. And in the right wing back position, I've gone with Reece James. I think we're definitely going to need his quality down that side and in this position because Crystal Palace do have a lot of pace in the wing positions and they are really strong and technical um, in sorry, let me rephrase that. They do have some really strong and technical players in those positions. So for me, I think that Reece James needs to start because he is also strong and technical. He is really good in both boxes. He's really quick. He can shoot from distance. He can put in a majestic ball from the wide position. So I think that we'll need him and his services in tomorrow's game in the right wing back position. So that's why I've gone with him in the right wing back position. Now, in terms of my two central midfielders, I've gone with N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic. And yes, I've seen some Chelsea fans question N'Golo Kante's abilities, and I can see why. But for me, I think he needs to start this game because Crystal Palace are a team that like to play with a lot of energy and purpose, and they do like to try and get on the front foot as quickly as possible and make it difficult for their opposition to play. So that's why I've gone with these two in my central midfield, or these two as my central midfield pairing, because they are very energetic. They do know how to be effective in defensive and offensive situations. They can chip in with goals as well, not just um, scoring goals, but in terms of getting assists as well. We saw N'Golo Kante get an assist against Southampton, if you like, if you want to call it an assist anyway. for Timo Werner. So we can um, we can definitely say that they're both effective in offensive and defensive situations. And Mateo Kovacic has also gotten a couple of assists and has scored some brilliant goals this season as well. So yes, um, I think that this is the best central midfield pairing to go with for tomorrow's FA Cup semi-final against Crystal Palace. And to complete the four just in front of the three and behind the one, I've gone with Marcos Alonso in the left wing back position. For me, he definitely deserves to play. He was excellent against Real Madrid. He um, was extremely good defensively and offensively, and it's just a shame that his goal got chalked off for handball. But yes, he deserves to play, and that's why I've gone with him there. Yes, defensively he can get caught out, and I know that I've said that Crystal Palace do have pacey wingers, but Marcos Alonso is actually really strong, and I think with the fact that Antonio Rudiger is behind him in this lineup in terms of where they're stationed, I think that would give him more of a license to go forward and put in some really good balls for the forwards to get onto. But yes, that's why I've gone with Marcos Alonso. And in terms of the one just in front of the four but behind the two, I've gone with Mason Mount. I thought he was brilliant against Real Madrid on Tuesday, where we won by 3 goals to 2, but obviously got eliminated based on what happened in the first leg and the second leg, of course. But yes, he needs to play. I think we'll need his energy just in behind the two strikers, and I think we'll need his ability to pick out a pass and link the play because against Crystal Palace, I think we'll need that in abundance, and I think that is something that Mason Mount can provide. Yes, Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic can do that as well, and I can understand if people pick Hakim Ziyech and not Mason Mount in this position, because Hakim Ziyech can play as a number 10. But for me, Mason Mount has been the best out of the three and does deserve to play. Hakim Ziyech, though, has been decent recently as well. And again, I'd understand if people wanted him to start, but I've gone with Mason Mount for this one because he has been pretty good recently and has rectified the mistakes he's been making in some of our recent games, most notably the Brentford game and the Real Madrid game in the early stages of April. But anyways, that's why I've gone with Mason Mount. And in terms of the front two, I've gone with Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. Yes, Romelu Lukaku could be fit for tomorrow's game, but that's still a bit of a question mark. And I'd be silly to put him in my lineup if there's still a question mark on his availability. But anyways, I've gone with Kai Havertz and Timo Werner because they have been really good recently. Timo Werner has been scoring and he has been helping our attack a lot. He's been disturbing defenses, he's been creating space and creating chances as well. And Kai Havertz has been doing the exact same. And I think we'll need these two to be um, the strikers for tomorrow's game because of everything I've just said about them. So that's why I've gone with them. That's why I've gone with them in the two striker positions, and that completes my lineup. Please, guys, do drop your lineups down below, and I'll do my very best to respond. But anyways, here's a graphic showing you guys the formation that I've chosen and the personnel that I've chosen for my lineup. We shall now move on to my score prediction. Now, in terms of my score prediction, I have chosen to go with a 2-1 Chelsea win. And the reason why I've done so is because I do see this being a really difficult game. Crystal Palace have been brilliant this season and have taken points off of some of the so called top six teams in the Premier League. They gave us a really difficult game at Selhurst Park, despite us managing to get a 1-0 victory with a goal in the dying minutes of that game. But, anyways, this will not be an easy game whatsoever. And let me just say this, if we replicate our performances from our games against Brentford and Real Madrid in the first leg of the quarterfinal, of course, then as far as I'm concerned, we'll we'll be going out and we probably won't even score. It's as simple as that. Because Crystal Palace are really good, and if Chelsea do turn up in the manner that they did in the two aforementioned games, then um, we we will be in big trouble. It's as simple as that. But if we turn up in, sorry, if we replicate our performances from the game against Southampton last weekend and the performance from Tuesday against Real Madrid, then we have every chance of going through. But having said that, we do need to be more clinical. We do need to be more clinical because in that Real Madrid game, we did miss quite a few chances, and um, we left that game saying that we should have gone through when we really should have put those chances away. Um, and if we did so, we wouldn't have had to worry about that. But, anyways, Crystal Palace will be difficult. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, we get the job done because I need us to win this trophy badly, seriously. But, anyways, that's why I've gone over 2-1 Chelsea win. Please, guys, do drop your score predictions down below, and I'll do my very best to respond as always. I'll see you all very soon. Come on, you Blues. Come on, Thomas Tuchel. And peace.